Okay, Miss Maddie and I are here. We've got our special bracelets on. I'll show you your special bracelet. Okay. So it's Elemental Hilary from hilaryselementsofhealth.com and the 3-year-old. And we are going to do a daily oracle guidance for you. I'm a psychic oracle and also an energy worker, and I love to do chart readings and belief and emotional processing over the phone for you. And I will teach you a process called emotional processing that you can do every day for the rest of your life. And it actually helps everything in your life go better. Okay, here we go. We have messages from your angels, the Tree Angel Oracle deck, and of course, since Maddie's here and she chose, we have 2 animal decks, the medicine cards and the Druid Animal Oracle cards. Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. I don't know if anybody else is tired, but we're tired over here at this house today, it seems like. A little bit tired. Okay, so Miss Maddie, you need to put that bracelet on? Which one are we going to choose for the first? I'm going to choose, because you weren't paying attention, I'm going to choose, we can do those second. Okay, I'm going to choose angel cards for the first one because they're nice and succinct little messages for our daily guidance and for Virgos. Miss Maddie, I need you to sit up. Okay. That would be great if we all could conform to the rules of life that way, right? It seems like there's no rules to life, but there are. But they're not like, you gotta do this or you're bad. They're not like that. They're like, okay, and now you're at this level, and you're supposed to do this, because this is how you pass this test. Okay, please sit and be done. Alright, that's for Virgos, and this is for, everybody. This is cool. Archangel Raphael, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and in others. You are a healer, like me. Okay, everybody who's looking, and we've got 2. This was a 2-for-1 pick. We've got Archangel Raphael and Archangel Uriel. We've got some big dogs in here today. Guys, I hate to be like ghetto, but sometimes you gotta do it. We need like a rap song about Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael. That'd be fun. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. This is so interesting to me. It's definitely what's happening with me. Is this what's happening with you guys? Healing physical and emotional things so that you can be open to the next cycle, the next round of everything, right? We were at the end of a cycle, and now we're at the beginning, guys. We're beginning again. This was Maddie's pick for Virgos. She's 3, and she chose your children on earth. This is so sweet, actually. It's actually kind of giving me goosebumps. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and angels. So if you have children that have died, or if you have family or friends that have died, this is a message that they are well cared for and everybody is seriously on track. They're being taken care of. Miss Maddie, you need to stop. Okay, thank you. This is also a good sign for children in your life in general that are still here, that they're being cared for by angels. Okay? Virgos? Because I got a lot of Virgos around me. Let's see. There were 3 Virgo birthdays this week. And then, whoops, we had a Virgo birthday when we had Maddie's and my dad's birthday too. And then I also, there's 4 Virgo birthdays this week because I have another kid that I'm working with whose birthday it is.
It's Baden's birthday?
Alright, so it is time to utilize your next deck, Miss Maddie's favorite, the medicine cards. This might be because Maddie has Native American past lives. Who knows? Who knows? But you gotta stop with the bracelet, Maddie, because otherwise I'm gonna take it away. Okay? Yeah, we all gotta try to pass our next test. And it's not like, I don't mean it in a mean, harsh way. I just mean it like, what is your next test and can you pass it? Like sometimes it's just, can you feel loved right now? That's the test. Okay, let's see. For light workers today, prairie dog. And for spiritual seekers, do you want to pull a card, Maddie? You have to stop with the bracelet. Spiritual seekers. Oh, an opossum. No, we're not going to put it back on until we're done. Okay. Prairie dog and opossum. We've got to look those up. Okay? Here, I'll give it back to you if you'll be careful not to make it a difficulty. Okay? Alright, here we go. That's what God does with us, by the way, guys. He gives us back stuff where he's like, okay, I'm taking that away now. Okay, I'm giving it back now to see what you're going to do with it this time. Or I'm giving you something else, right? 225, prairie dog. This was for the light workers. The prairie dog. What's a prairie dog, Maddie? Do you know? It looks like that. It kind of looks like a squirrel almost, or a groundhog.
A prairie dog?
Prairie dog calls me to rest when it's time to rest. When it's time to honor the internal quest. I go into retreat so I may see a way to replenish the potential me. So retreat, lightworkers. It's time to retreat and rest, lightworkers. Make sure you're working on yourselves, and that means not just working, but resting in yourselves. Because after the end of the year, apparently on December 21st, the third eye is going to open. I don't know what that means, but sounds exciting. And after the end of the year, we are going to go into a new phase, I think, where lightworkers are going to be called upon to help others. So, if you've been battling a situation without gaining ground, Prairie Dog reminds you that pushing too hard can create a resistance that does not allow for interaction. Take a break. Give it a rest. After a comfortable and relaxed time, you can return with a fresh perspective. Interesting. So stop fighting, lightworkers. Stop pushing. Take a rest. Okay, 23 opossum is 129. The opossum. Do you know what an opossum is, Maddie? You're being so good right now. You know what an opossum is? Looks like that. They hang from trees upside down. Opossum, roll over. Are you really dead or just playing possum? Was it something I said? Opossum is about diversion. This was for spiritual seekers today. So it's trying to notice how you distract yourself, spiritual seekers, how you diverge, what you use for diversion. And it doesn't mean that you have to change it right away or at all even. It just means you have to be aware and notice, oh, I'm doing this right now. A possum's great form of protection is to play dead. In doing this, a possum confuses many a predator into believing that the game is over. A possum medicine uses a great deal of strategy. If all else fails, a possum plays dead. If a possum has turned up in your cards, you are being asked to use strategy in some present situation. Rely upon your instincts for the best way out of a tight corner. A possum may be relaying to you that you are to expect the unexpected and be clever in achieving your victory. Leap over some barrier to your progress. That's cool. It's not about using your mind, guys, even though that sounded like it. It's not about using your mind. It's about using your intuition and going within, using your own higher self. Okay, Miss Maddie, what are we doing next? I know. I know. You like the bracelets. Which one are we doing? We've already done this one. Okay, we're going to do these animal cards next because Miss Maddie loves the animal cards. Druid Animal Tarot, and we are going to draw for romance and twin flames today, okay? Alright, please sit up, Miss.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you can draw a general romance card for today, Miss Maddie. Which one feels the best for romance? That one? Okay. That one is the boar. Ooh, it's a little bit scary for romance, but we'll read it, though. Okay, and twin flames. Fire dragon type twin flames. It's true. The stuff is happening. The energy is going for twin flames. Okay, here we go. Druid Animal Oracle. The boar. What does that look like, Miss Maddie?
It's a pig.
It looks like a pig. Good job. That was so good. What noises do pigs normally make?
Oink, oink.
That is So good. Where's my boar? Okay, so boars, by the way, guys, you had to have a huge sword in order to kill a boar back in the old days, and they called them claymores in Scotland. The warrior spirit, leadership and direction. The Gaelic name is Torque, which is the same as for that special necklace that Druids wear. Maddie has said she liked it before, that necklace. 38. There's a lot of beads. I need you to put it on your wrist, otherwise I'm going to put it away. Okay, so the boar is the warrior spirit, leadership and direction. The card shows a boar in the forest, and in the foreground lies a bronze cairns. The torque can open you to the warrior spirit, helping you to find your direction in life. A wild and powerful animal, he calls you into the forest to discover a secret about yourself and about the world. The ritual boar paths that exist in Wales, Cornwall, Ireland, and Scotland exist in the inner world too. He is a representative of the goddess. His skin can heal you. He can inspire you to write music and poetry. So this doesn't have that conflictual feeling that I had when I first drew it. It is about romance, and it is about being a warrior, giving leadership and direction to your romance, okay? You gotta be a warrior in romance sometimes and actually be so open, so loyal to the truth, and so willing to be vulnerable that you inspire the other person to be that way too. And that gives direction to your relationship. The boar's wildness and destructiveness were used by the Celts to arouse their fierceness and terrify their enemies. It also means there's probably some sexual energy going on in your romance, guys, because this is a big energy. And the boar hunt was about renewing ourselves. I have been a wild boar. This is a saying. This is a Celtic saying of American. I'm a courageous wild boar, and then as the Druid goddess Ceridwen, boar of the trees. Stand our ground. The image will fade, and we will see the single boar before us, no longer as a snarling animal, but as a taliesin. Okay, that was the really important message. I'm going to go back to that card for you guys. For in romance today, stand your ground. The image of the snarling, scary animal that I got when I first pulled this card is going to go away if you stand your ground, and it will fade into the god Taliesin, who is the god of romance. That is so cool. We are called to renew ourselves, ask for the blessing of the gods and goddess, and then, if we dare to follow the path into the darkness, we will come face to face with the terrifying figure of the wild boar. In reality, the boar has 2 tusks, but in our hunt, he might have just 1 shining white tusk, or 3 tusks. If we face him with courage, he will allow us to absorb some of his power. As we open this primal life force... Okay, I'm kind of getting the message that this one is, like, when you face that really big energy of attraction and love, that you can open to that and absorb that and stand your ground, and it will not fade. It's not that we're trying to get it to fade, but just that you can contain more energy, and you don't have to just go off the rails with that energy. Does that make sense to you guys? Because it makes a lot of sense to me as a practitioner of spiritual things. Fire dragon for twin flames. Transmutation, mastery, and energy. Transmutation, mastery, and energy. Ooh, look at that fire dragon. Is that scary, Maddie?
Should I pet the flower dragon?
The card shows the flaming dragon of King Uther's vision.
Look at this bracelet.
Vitality, enthusiasm, courage, twin flames. Increased ability to overcome obstacles. That is so awesome. And to find the energy needed to cope with life's problems. Having the powerful fire dragon, that's nice too because I'm tired today. Having the powerful fire dragon as an ally will align you with the qualities of leadership and mastery. With care, he will fuel your inner fire, which can be directed and channeled with laser-like precision to help you accomplish tasks and achieve objectives. Woohoo! That is a good sign, guys.
What's this?
Even no matter how much of your journey you have left to go. I mean, you have left to go, your journey, for the rest of your life. But, I mean, in terms of the difficult part of the twin flame journey, no matter how much of that is left, you gotta embrace these really good moments because we do manifest our own reality and we are powerful and we can choose to meet every moment without expectation but with love, courage, vitality, energy, and feeling our source, our higher self, God, like we do with the, and we should just always keep breathing, right? Miss Maddie would do the rainbow breath. Always keep breathing. Okay, here is the trees for individual health and for world health today. Do you want to choose a card for world health? And we're almost done. You're being very patient and very, very mellow. Woo! She got a bunch of. Okay, she got 2. All right, field maple for individual health. Let's read that. And then rowan and oak for world health. Let's look at those guys there. Okay, so for your individual health, the field maple. We've gone over this one before. We've been doing a lot of trees lately because I love this deck. What does it look like? What does this one look like, Maddie? Doesn't it look like a pretty woman with all these fairies all around her? Look at those fairies, guys. Your health is blessed by other realms. You do not know how many fairies are around you. And you do not know how many angels you have helping you. Do it. Get the job done. You have your hands and words, the power and your mind. It's time to act. Weave love into your work and sow the sweetest fruits for tomorrow's children. The field maple is about serving without expecting reward or recognition. So this is for our health, but it kind of sounds like some of those romance cards. We must simply do what needs to be done because work is love made manifest. If you need to, feed yourself healthy food, for instance, that work is love that you're putting in your body. You're loving your body by doing that work. If you need to heal an emotional thing, that work is love for you. That's giving yourself love. Socially, this means good management, fair work practices, and remuneration. If we cut ourselves off from the influence of field maple, we start to sink under the weight of unfinished work. Okay, so do what needs to be done right now. And let's look at these guys. What do they look like? Look at those. Look at those rowans. The oak is so cool looking. He's an awesome, awesome guy. Okay, 5 and 7. So these are for world health. Rowan, habit threatens, social masks, and routine paralyzes. The river dries up. Listen, do you hear the call? Follow your inspiration, and day by day you will step into a flow of creation. If we open ourselves up fully to the rowan tree's energetic field, inspiration will strike like a bolt of lightning. We experience ourselves as willing tools of creation at the center of the joyous river of being. Action that derives from such knowledge of the inner self always brings fulfillment. And it's, again, another theme that we always get lately with world health is that it has to be connected to spirit. We have to connect to spirit. That's what this is, a whole vortex of lockdown, COVID-19 stuff is supposed to be doing right now. We're connecting to spirit so that we can create a healthier world and create a health system that is connected to spirit in the first place. The oak, the source of life force, nourishes your deep roots with vitality, will, and power. Make the world your own. But take care. Hear the secret of success. Care for those in need. Bring tenderness where emptiness once ruled. We have to be in our hearts in order to deal with health in the world. We cannot be treating people like objects and parts anymore. Virtually no other living thing in the biosphere has the same vitality and sheer life force as the oak tree. That is so awesome. The gift of the oak angel is to be filled with energy and power. Success is assured. We become confident and strong in body and mind. Without the blessing of oak, we are seized with lethargy, fear, and fatigue. Okay? Be warriors and leaders. Instead of being blindly obedient. Okay? Don't cut off from the oak. Darkness and depression will ensue. And this is like literal too, I think, guys. I think we need more oak trees. I'm into those organizations that plant more trees because we have such a huge climate problem. And we're at 21 minutes, so I'm going to let us go. There's Maddie's bracelet she's showing you. And we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being with us today.